used to riding with earplugs. I never ride with earplugs. And I know I should. I should ride with earplugs all the time. Right here. Well, I know. But I don't. I don't like the feeling. But here's a plug. Ah. So it is Thursday afternoon. This is an after work ride. I wanted to get out on the bike. I didn't need to get out on the bike. I wanted to get out on the bike. So this is what I'm doing. I wanted to go over some of the things that I did this weekend because it pertains to the bike and maintenance and all that kind of fun stuff. So currently the bike has 49,000 miles on it. I got my 50K service to do. And judging by how I've been riding lately, that'll probably take me about a month or so to get to. So this past weekend, I went out to my dealership to go check on availability of parts. Because you never know, sometimes parts are on back order from Harley. It seems to be quite a regular thing with them for some parts that, I don't know, don't get changed quite frequently. So I wanted to check that. So if I needed to, I could order parts ahead of time. That way if they're back ordered, I'll get them in time by the time that I need them. Fortunately for me, there was nothing on back order. A couple of things that I needed front and rear sprockets. I need a new chain. That needs to be replaced. I need a cush core drive. I already got a rear tire to put on. And along with the oil, spark plugs, air filter, stuff like that. It's going to be a pretty expensive maintenance visit, but hey, we'll get it done, and it's fine. I think I'm going to throw on that, not aftermarket, but it's the high flow air filter. I hear some really cool things about it just by changing that thing out. It really does open up the bike. And this is coming from some of the service guys. Like, yeah, it takes about a week for that thing to kind of tune itself once you put it on, but oh, it changes the attitude of the bike quite noticeably. So I might do that. I've been putting that off for, well, since I've had the bike. I've just been putting the normal air filter on there. But I'm kind of excited to put this new one on there and see how that actually does and what it does to the bike. And maybe I can do a video on that and tell you guys how it does. Now, me changing out my sprockets, it's not a necessary thing. My sprockets are in pretty good condition because I'm on top of my chain pretty regularly. Like I do clean it and lube it just because I don't want to wear them out. So they are in good condition. It's just 50,000 miles is a lot of miles, and I just wanted to do it. I have that service to look forward to. Not looking forward to spending all the money on it, but hey, it needs to be done. I wanted to get it done before I take off on some of the trips that I have planned for the summer. I might head out to Utah, go see some family, maybe a trip or a bunch out to Nevada and Tahoe. Tahoe's pretty close to me, and I like to just do a loop around the lake and come back home. It's pretty accessible and pretty doable, but I need to definitely put on a new chain and tire before I do that. Just because this tire is done. Same thing with my chain. My chain is done also. I don't want to have to keep replacing or adjusting my chain, which I have to do pretty regularly now because it is worn out. Another thing that happened over the weekend is SBC Duelsport and I went out on a ride. He got a brand new bike. So this was kind of the break-in ride, just kind of getting used to it, feeling it out, see how it does. If you don't know, SBC Duelsport had a Husqvarna Norton 901. And he had how long did he have that thing? I think he had it for like a year or two. And he started to have some starting issues with it, and he wasn't getting a whole lot of answers from his dealership or the service guys. They were just kind of like, it happens. And let's be honest, he really wasn't confident, like, wow, everyone's selling their bikes. He really wasn't confident in the company, considering their state of financial well-being. I don't know, you can't really blame him. So he didn't have the confidence in the bike like he had before or in the company. So he wanted to trade that in and get on something a little bit more reliable, a little bit more proven. He loved the bike. He said the bike, like when it ran good, which I get. I understand that a lot. But yeah, he just wasn't confident in the service that he was getting. So he ended up getting a brand new 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700. And we kind of joked about it. Like, one of us was going to get that bike. We have both loved that bike since it came out. It's the smart choice of bike, really. Like, I don't see how you can go wrong on a Tenere. Yeah, if you're looking to do more road riding, maybe it's not ideal or not perfect, or I don't know, however you want to call it. If you want to do highway miles or a lot of highway miles, Tenere is probably not going to be great. It could do it. It is more kind of aimed off-road though, and I think that's what makes it cool. Yeah, and it's proven and it's reliable, and wow, it's really well priced. Oh my god, there might be one in my future. That's a cool bike, man. I like the 700. That Tenere 700 is cool. You know, with all the new stuff that they've added to it, yeah, I like it. Now, he's already ordered a seat for it, a lower seat. He's a little bit shorter than I am, so he's kind of tippy-toeing on the bike. He wants to try the lower seat out before he tries that lowering link. Doesn't really want to change the geometry of the bike too much, so hopefully that seat helps, but we will see how that goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going out and doing more rides on that bike. You know, I'm looking forward to riding with that dude on that bike. That bike is cool. So a little bit of a channel update. We got to our 500 subs. So we are halfway to our goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. If you guys don't know, YouTube has this, like, it's like a two-step type of thing. Like, you have to reach a certain amount of subs and a certain amount of watch time. Then you get, like, to do options and sign up to be whatever. And then after that, you have to get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time, I think. And I think we're good on the watch hours. We're almost to the 4,000 watch hours. And as of right now, we are halfway to 1,000. So I think that goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year is very doable. So if you could, please subscribe if you haven't already. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out a ton. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I probably shouldn't say that. It's probably a bad idea. That's not how I talk. It's not how you say words. Weird little stop. Oh, it's the race pig. Oh, hello. Pretty. I like it. No, that's not how English. Son of a... all that cool stuff. Shit. Just wanted to go over what I did this morning. God. Don't know how to talk because I don't know how to talk because it's after work and my brain is turned off.